just.
Because you saw the what's happening right now in the current chapters, right?
Talk about right the talk about ones.
I don't know who that is. You gotta give me what
I
they
think he's
do.
a comedian.
Yeah, the funny guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he's fighting Kenjaku.
I'm kind of surprised at that part. I'm like, what the? I don't know why this is happening.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like they kind of just sent that nigga over there to just like, because they're like, he might just like straight up kill this nigga. Like they're like, I don't think he's gonna, but he has a chance of just straight up killing this motherfucker.
They're like, he has the best chance at killing him.
Well, they had said in the fucking chapters and everything or whatever, maybe it was like a note on one of his things or whatever that he has the potential to be even stronger than fucking Gojo. So it's like, I mean, he does because it's like ridiculous his curse technique, but at the same time, like it's just like I don't know.
But
It maybe
Kenjaku figured it out
I
so
wouldn't have said
fast
this
and used it
good.
against him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
He's like, yeah, it's based on
I don't know. It's
how
like
funny he thinks he is.
it's because I mean okay, but like think about it. Like I think you and me would figure it out quick. Like if somebody's like, okay, you're usually like a fucking embodiment of your curse technique, or you snitch on yourself. Like Nalia's like, oh, my curse technique is projection, it allows me to do. Or you have people who are just like Fushiguro, like bro is literally the most emo person you'll ever meet in your entire life. Bro is always angry, like, and he controls Shadow Shikigami. Wow, oh my God, the emo kid is can control shadows and pull himself. Oh, wow, I would have never get this fucking dumbass over here that's fucking slamming his head into a wall and getting a nosebleed like a fucking retard in a Power Ranger suit. Yeah, he might just have a curse technique about being a dumbass comedian. Like I think you and me might figure some of these I mean, come on, dude. Like, look at who else, bro? Who else got a fucking obvious? I mean, okay, Gojo. No, he's a freak. That's different.
I
Gojo
think
Sakura and
I think we figured it out pretty
Soma.
fast. Like, yeah, you basically have unlimited power. Like, yeah, you
Yeah,
have
no,
infinite.
you're right. Yeah, I mean, I think the second we try to touch him, we'd be like, huh? What the bitch? As we just get fucking domed in the fucking head. It's so Gojo.
No,
God, dude.
no, I believe.
They do my. I mean, I don't like that shit. They do my boy dirty, man. The fucking manga panels with the nine win, and they just put fucking the last panel of Gojo on there. That's fucked up.
Yeah, what was I thinking? But
You
yeah,
were thinking how Gojo would have won if it had been the Heian era because he would have used unlimited void, and then he would have fucking had no soul to switch to.
I was thinking about how Funny Guy's really gonna pull through for us.
You know, that'd actually be pretty interesting. I mean, I feel like they. I don't know. I feel like he's. Well, no, I was gonna say I feel people say that they feel like he's rushing, but I don't think he is. Like, I would say maybe it would be considered like rushing if you're like. I mean, let's be real. Like, what was he gonna show when Gojo got unsealed? Gojo sitting here doing some dumbass train. No one needs a training arc. No one needs Gojo to do a training arc. No one needs to see that shit. No one needs to see these other characters training and shit. We know what we gotta do. The worst possible scenario has happened. This nigga has the 10 shadows. The strongest sorcerer in the history of sorcery has the 10 shadows and Kenjaku. Yeah, we know what's going the fuck on right now. So it's like, I get it. They just skip the time or whatever, the 3 months. Go straight to the fight. Why would they? You know, there's nothing in between. I think that they need to really cover. But there's people who are like saying, oh, but like Gojo never got to teach his students this and that, and the blah 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 blah. Like, did y'all not?
What the fuck are they gonna do?
The show? Like they say that every Jujutsu sorcerer dies with regrets. Oh, I bet he didn't get the chance to do that shit, and I bet he died regretting he couldn't do it. That's how it works, buddy.
What are you trying to say, Jacob? Of course,
I'm
Gojo's
trying to
never
say
regret.
that not everybody is gonna get their resolution or their happy endings, and not everybody's story is gonna be resolved because they're gonna die.
No, Gojo has no regret. He has no enemies.
I just, I feel, see, it's interesting because it's like, everybody's unsatisfied because of the way that Gojo got packed. I wouldn't be mad that Gojo lost. And look, I'm not. I mean, it is what it is. I get it. It has to be. It's a story. It has to go on. But fucking, You pack him up off screen. You hate my man's that much? Like you really hate Gojo so much that you're gonna pack him up off screen, talking about I slashed the world instead of slashing you. Just suck my dick, dude. At least show me doing. Show me you did it. Don't fucking bullshit me and then have everybody freaking out in the panel and then just, yep, he's dead off screen. Later, loser.
I don't know. If they showed me Gojo getting cut in half, I don't know if I could take it.
It just didn't make any sense. Like, is it like there was the chapter before? He was like, "Oh, Gojo's reverse curse technique is coming back. Like, he just hit a black flash. His output just increased to 120% again. Like, he's doing this and this now. Like, and then the next chapter, oh, he's packed up in a body bag. Okay, here comes Kashimo to fucking get packed up in a body bag. Like,
he was on a timer.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but I don't know. It's like, and it's like, you know, it's another thing that I'm thinking about. It's like, if he does come back, why would he? Like, there's no point in him coming back because he got packed up the first time.
I think the author was just trying to set up like a scenario where it's like, oh yeah, we have a chance, into like a, oh wait, nope, there is no chance anymore. There it goes.
Yeah, probably. Man, it's just fucking. It's just weird that like that he got packed up in such a weird way. We don't see the body anymore. We don't know where it went. We just see that shit happen. People are in places, and there's a lot of like unknowns. Like, where the fuck is Yuta? Like, where the fuck is Hikari right now? I assume he's fighting Iraume, but I mean, like, I don't fucking know. He teleported them in and everything. Blah blah whatever. Like, at the end of the day, they're all gonna get fucked probably. But there's a lot of just weird things going on. But at the same time, it's like. Nobara was like a weird thing. Like, not really. I mean, she got her face blown off. But let's be real, like Fushiguro being weird about it. He was over here like, oh, no, is Nobara dead? Fushiguro just looks down. That's not answering his question. He asked you a question. Answer. Use your words, you emo fucker.
Wait a minute.
So everybody's like, oh, Nobara's coming back. She's gonna beat Sukuna. Her Miwa. The fuck?
How does the culling games work?
I think it's just a binding vow to where, well, obviously with the rules or whatever, all the specific rules, but it ends when the only players remaining are Sukuna, Kenjaku, and I think no, it's just Sukuna and Kenjaku. So when all the fucking colonies, all the sorcerers in there fucking die off, then that's when the calling games is gonna end and the merger's gonna begin. I think automatically, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
so that's why Kenjaku just left and just started killing all the sorcerers inside the colony.
So, tell me this: how did those sorcerers from olden days come back?
So Kenjaku's a little freaky, a little weirdo. What he did is he was like, "Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create a binding vow with you, to where when the culling games happens." Like, you essentially are gonna reincarnate in like, I don't know if they're people or sorcerers or whatever, but I guess they would just be I guess they would just be sorcerers because Yorozu, she reincarnated inside of Megumi's sister, so I mean, I guess sorcerers. But I mean, I was about to say when Choso was created and all his like homies they were feeding like regular people, I think, curse wombs, but at the same time, like, those are curses, and I guess everybody does have curse energy. It's just like a little bit. So
what if Gojo is reincarnated inside of Yuji?
What the? That would be that would be something kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if he pulled out like Megumi's like soul or some shit, or like Gojo's soul, and then fucking started using them inside of him as like a vessel and then like switched off and shit. Like, I think that would be pretty interesting.
And he's like, Persona Gojo Satoru.
Persona. Purple. Bro just fucking fires a hollow purple.
Dang.
You don't have any MPA. You gotta use a fucking. Oh, I forgot they just eat like normal shit. They just like eat food in the dungeon. We just open this fucking rental box.
But like,
that was delicious.
But like, yeah, they find a way to like reincarnate or like resuscitate Gojo within the Colon games? Cause that's what I was thinking
Yeah,
originally.
that'd be interesting. Oh well, no, actually, I was about to say it would be interesting, but I don't think he ever became a participant because he was sealed.
But what
I
if they
think
made it
there,
a rule?
yeah.
Like I want him in the
Well,
Colon
I
games.
mean, I don't know if a binding vow could do that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think a binding vow, because what Kenjaku did was he turned him into cursed objects, like kind of like Sukuna, how he has the fingers and shit, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't exactly know how that works because it doesn't really show us anything. It just says, oh, he turns people into curse objects and, keeps them preserved for the calling games, nice and. What the fuck does that mean? Was there just like a Kashimo fucking staff or some shit like that hiding somewhere like in the ground? Did you just bury that shit? Did you go grab it? Did you fucking snap your fingers? Kashimo comes out of it and he's young? Like I don't there's a lot of questions.
And I bet they have answers. Hopefully.
They had the one scene or whatever as well though that's why everybody I think is like trying to ride Gojo coming back, and it was the fucking north and south thing where it's like if you when you die you can go like north or south, and like I think north or whatever to remain this or south to remain the same, or north to like evolve or change or some shit, I don't know. And then fucking they had Gojo and Geto talking or whatever and going separate ways, so I don't know what that fuck that means. Yeah, I was thinking it would be pretty it'd be pretty interesting if Gojo could become a cursed like spirit.
Evil?
Cause I don't know, like Naoya was pretty fucking strong. I'm not gonna lie. Like the fact that he was able to like knock around Maki when he was a cursed spirit, he was flying around at like Mach speed or some shit. I don't know. I guess you'd be pretty fucking strong if you were flying around Mach speed. But if Gojo became a cursed spirit, that'd be like, damn. That's one thing that I had a theory about as well. Now that you mention it, I was like thinking, I think I think Sukuna might have like died at some point and became like, I don't know. It's like no, they said he was a human, but if I feel like he's like died at some point and then like kind of doing the same thing that Gojo's doing right now, where he becomes like something that isn't necessarily like human, but because of his like power or some shit like that, he doesn't become like a regular curse spirit. So maybe like that's why he has fucking 4 arms and a fucking 4 eyes and a mask like for one side of his face and shit. I'm thinking maybe like he's like part curse or some shit because no, I don't know, it's something, I don't know. He eats people, so it could be a load of things. I mean, it's so like there's so many weird things that he does, bro. It's like, yeah, I mean, I do bathing rituals to get more curse energy and fucking.
There's nothing weird of that. You don't do that.
Huh?
You don't do that.
No, I mean, I just don't have any, I don't have any positive or negative curse energy here, really. You know what I mean? I don't keep it here.
Okay.
I keep it at my other house, my other pool.
Yeah, I almost thought you were weird for a second.
No, dude.
You know, I finally realized that I'm really coping hard. I'm trying to figure out ways
Yeah.
where Gojo can come back.
I mean, I think we all are a little bit. That's why I've kind of like limited the amount of coping that I'm doing, because it's like that's my dog, and I really do. I think he should have won. I think he would have won. Realistically, especially like against Meguna. Yeah, I think he was superior, 100%. But I think that it was just unfortunate because Sukuna has more tools that he can use at his disposal. I mean, think about it. If fucking Gojo could switch bodies or some shit like that, or if he could double team this motherfucker, like I mean, come on, like the amount of dick riding Sukuna did that fight, dude. Like you can't fucking convince me that was a crazy dick riding. Maharaga, go grab his blue before it touches the red. That's gonna explode. Like, he's glazing this dude so bad. Maharaga, spin the wheel. You can't do it that way. You have to cut this. Do it something that I can do. I want to be able to do it too. Shut the fuck up. Grow up. Use your own curse technique, pussy.
Yeah, it's like not even yours.
Which, who fucking knows what that is? Oh, tomorrow, dude, he's gonna do it.
Who?
He's gonna do the fucking open shit. Oh yeah, Sukuna. He's gonna fucking in the episode. He's gonna do
Oh,
the fucking open shit.
he's gonna open up fan emails.
He's gonna open up Gojo's fat juicy ass and fucking spread his cheeks.
Hell yeah.
People were theorizing because Higurumo was talking about like, or whatever his fucking name was. I don't think it is the other guy probably, but fucking they were talking about like how like curse technique and curse energy and everything like that is still basically like a black box because they don't understand like jack shit about it. Like they barely understand shit, so they're kind of like they don't know anything, and people are like, oh well, that's kind of like what it was. It was like a black box like metaphor or whatever, where like Sukuna like opens it and he's able to like use all kinds of like jujutsu and shit. And then how he was talking before he was like, oh, you don't know what like true jujutsu is and shit like that. It's like I think I think I don't know. It's he definitely has access to multiple abilities. I just don't know the logistics behind it. It's just it's interesting to think about, but I guess maybe it'll be clear when they animate it because it'll maybe we'll like, how the fuck is he gonna speak a black box? What the fuck is he saying? Bitch, if I watch the episode tomorrow and then he does the fire arrow and then he says it, but his mouth gets fucking like the words get fucking like quieted out and then you just hear open, I'm gonna be like, dude, if you guys don't just, cause how the fuck do you say a black square? Like how the fuck do you speak that? It's like an emoji or some shit.
It'd probably be like elephant, not elephant, but dolphin sounds.
Really? Yeah, like a SpongeBob center.
Yeah. Like, whoa, he said the words that shall not be spoken.
For real, bro just conjures fire.
Okay,
That is
no.
crazy.
Before I forget, the episode, not the episode, but the chapter where it's funny guy against Kenjaku. And he's like, you activated my trap card and fucking turns into a bandit key right afterwards.
Bro, yeah. America.
And I also like the part where it's like it's written all over your face. It's literally written all over
And
his
then
face.
he had the flashback where he's hanging out with his friend or whatever. You're not taking comedy seriously.
You're not funny.
Like I like to talk about fucking backstory and everything like that. Like it's cool that we're getting some, especially we're getting a little bit of rest from the two strongest people in the verse fucking fighting, and many of the strongest people in the verse fucking fighting each other back to back. So it's like cool, but at the same time, I don't care about fucking talking about a story that much, bro. He's a salaryman over here who turns into a fucking comedian. And they're over here fucking like nobody wants to be his friend and stuff. Like it's kind of sad, low key. I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of
I
sad.
mean, it's because he's gonna die.
I mean, yeah, it is a death flag. I'm not gonna hold you. But I mean, that's interesting. No, I mean, I was about to say because Kenjaku has to kill him because he's a participant in the fucking culling game, so he has to. But at the same time, like I don't. The logistics of that is pretty fucking difficult because I think he got like dead ass fucked up if I'm not mistaken at one point during that fight, and then like he was just fine after, like, and it was like a retroactive thing, like he got fucked up, but because he thought it would be funny if he was fine after, he was like, oh, phew, sure wish I wasn't that guy.
Because it's like, he's like,
boy, am I glad I'm not.
because Kenjaku forgot his power. He's like, you're not funny. And then he's like, you know what?
Honestly,
I don't have to be funny.
Yeah.
It's like, or no, it's like, not that I don't have to be funny, but it's like, I can make 99 people I died. He's like, I can make everyone laugh, and that includes you. And they got his confidence back, 'cause that's what his power is based off of. But here's what's gonna happen, Jacob. I read the next chapter. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen in that fight, right?
Okay.
Fucking funny guy's gonna be like, he's gonna say joke. And guy Chaku is just gonna stand there with his hands in his pocket, look around, and be like, got the whole squad laughing. And then like,
he's gonna be like, wow.
got the whole squad laughing. And the dude's gonna be like, you get all sad and depressed, be like, what? And then boom, that's when he dies. That's when fucking Kenjaku's gonna kill him.
God damn. He just gives up. Maybe I'm not funny, and Kenjaku just drops a fucking curse spirit on him. What a cocksucker. I mean, he's been like, he's been in that body for a while now, and fucking Ghetto's body. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know. I just feel like he has no. Well, maybe he has a use for it still, but it's just interesting that he stays in Ghetto's body when I think that maybe there were more sorcerers that he could have probably.
Maybe it's just a fucking Gojo. Or some Gojo wouldn't kill him.
Yeah. I don't know, cause nah, definitely not, cause he was like, I'm about to fuck up Megumi. When he saw Megumi with Sukuna was in Megumi's body, he's like, oh, don't worry, you look like your dad, buddy.
Yeah, well, he hated his dad because his dad killed that one chick.
You're right, yeah, nah, cause his only friend was Geta. I think that's why he would kill him even more though, cause he'd be like, yeah, you're in my friend's body. I killed my friend already. Like, you think I can't kill you, buddy? And he'd be like, yeah, I mean, maybe I was hoping to. Yeah, you're right. Nah, yeah, he would definitely kill him, cause the way that he was coming at him when he came out that damn trench, when he got unsealed, and Sukuna had to come, and he was over here freaking out. He had them big ass eyes. That was the first time I saw Kenjaku geeking out, because I was like, no, that was like a second time I saw him geeking out. The first time was when Yuki kicked their fucking Garuda at his fucking curse spirit and one shot it. He was like, what the fuck?
That boy, what the hell?
Boy, what the hell, boy?
Nah, I feel
Kenjaku
like,
is so funny, bro. Like, he's
I
just
feel
like a
like-
master instigator.
I feel like Gojo would hesitate for like a second if he fought Gojo. Not Gojo, but Kenjaku. And that's all Kenjaku would need.
I don't know, cause I feel like he. Nah. Nah, 'cause I feel like that's exactly what happened in Shibuya. I remember he was like, who are you, buddy? You're not actually my boy. And then he kind of like hesitated and everything like that. But even Kenjaku, like, he was like, yeah, I killed this motherfucker as a baby. And then I went to go do the merger shit. And the Six Eyes user was born like at the same time as I killed the baby or whatever, like born like before or some shit like that. I don't know. It was some weird to where like, even though he had killed him, like a Six-Eyed user was born at the perfect time to come and kill him regardless. So I mean, I don't know how that even works though, because it's like, he said a Six-Eyed user fucking, fuck me up, but at the same time, like, he's not dead. Is he? Huh.
Baby.
He's a fucking brain.
Yeah.
I be forgetting that.
Is he the brain or is he like a demon or something? Or a curse spirit?
That is interesting. I think he was a Jujutsu sorcerer, but I don't know. That's interesting as fuck. Okay, because if you think about it, Norito Shikamo, that was the guy that was alive, like, he was like the most evil sorcerer whatever that ever exists, but he had the stitches. So that was, obviously that wasn't his original body. I remember at some point he was talking to Sukuna, and yeah, I mean, I guess they never did show Sukuna's. No, yeah, they never did show. Okay, I guess Sukuna probably knows what his original body looks like, because if he was alive in the Heian era, like, he had to, because he was also in the fucking era where Kashimo was, but he was, or maybe was that the death flashback or some shit? No, yeah, he was. Well, he was in Ghetto's body in the death flashback. I guess maybe. That is weird, because it's like, obviously he wasn't in Ghetto's body when he was talking to Kashimo, because Kashimo was old as fuck, and Ghetto was not alive in the Edo period, but, I mean, it is what it is. I'm so weak at all the jokes that people are fucking putting on Kashimo. They're calling it, okay, they're saying his era is, like, weak as fuck, which obviously they're gonna be talking shit on him because he lost, but obviously he lost the story. Whatever. Either way, like, they're calling him the fucking farmer killer. Because he lived in the fucking Edo period where a bunch of fucking farmers lived and shit. And they had his, like, face photoshopped on, like, Musashi and shit like that when he's, like, farming from, like, a different manga.
Oh
They
my
have him,
God.
like, sitting here with, like, rice fields and shit like that, talking about, nah, I'd farm.
I carve. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I'd fucking. Oh, man. They put so much disrespect on Kashimo. I just straight up saw one with it. He's like, nah, I'd lose. And they have the grid photo where he's like just falling backwards and there's all the fucking dismantles and shit following him.
Nah.
God damn, I'm crying. That's so fucked up.
Farmer killer.
For real, the fucking farmer killer. What a
Could that happen?
loser.
I wonder if I had another theory.
I mean, I think I genuinely like I don't know. I feel like okay, with Nobara when she got packed up, I mean they didn't really foreshadow too much, but they've been they've been drawing stuff for Gojo and they've been glazing Gojo all this time. Sukuna technically adapted already the Infinity. Uh, so I think he's adapted the blue as well. Yeah, he did. And then he maybe he adapted to red. I can't remember if he fully adapted to red or not. But um, regardless, I don't. The only thing he has is like purple. I think the only thing that Gojo has is hollow purple. So it's like if he even does come back, which is a big if because I mean there's a lot of things that he is, and One Piece right now is something that he is not.
One Piece?
He's still the One Piece. I knew this thing. I was thinking, can we get much time?
So
Fucking.
hard.
If he comes back, what is he gonna? What is Gojo gonna do, bro? Bro, he got adapted to already. Like his six eyes can't really see like jack shit if they can't see the fucking world slash coming. And he warned Kashimo, and Kashimo got out of the way. So I mean, it's dodgeable, but I mean maybe he wasn't ready for it. But at the same time, it's like. It's kind of hard to fucking talk. I mean, it's tough. At this point, you have a big freak of nature with fucking 4 arms, 2 cursed objects, with his full power. I mean, this is like 20 fingers Sukuna, I'm pretty sure, because like I said, I mean, he doesn't have the last finger, but I think he ate the corpse or whatever his corpse and shit like that, so he can transform and shit. So it's like. Regardless, bro is like max power, if not even stronger than he was like in his fucking peak. Plus, like he has 2 cursed objects, which we don't even know what the fuck they do. One of them just has lightning abilities. The other one, what the fuck? It's a spear. I don't know what the fuck it does. We're not even talking about multiple domain expansions. Fucking 4 arms, a huge amount of curse energy, world slashing, cleaves and dismantled. It's like. And then we just don't even want to speak about the fucking other techniques like the fire and shit like that. We're just ignoring that just for the sake of like trying to give something to anybody other than Sukuna. And it's like I'm thinking and I'm like, yeah, I think Gojo has the best chance of really doing anything. And then when you see him get packed up, it's like, yeah, I mean like to me in my head that just signals to me like, come on, dude. Yeah, he doesn't have maybe he doesn't have the shadows anymore. Who knows? Maybe he's still even capable of using it. We don't even know that. Like, okay, and let's say that that's the case. If he's able to still use 6 shadows, it's over, bro. There's actually nothing that anybody can do, because Maharaga, like, I was watching a video and they were like, oh, like let's put Maharaga against every Jujutsu sorcerer, and I was like, oh, that's
That's not gonna work.
interesting. And then I was like really thinking about it, and I was like.
No.
Yeah, you have to be able to one-shot Maharaga. How many sorcerers
second,
can
David?
actually do that?
Alright, continue with Maharaga talk.
Well, I was basically saying like like, cause you have to, in order to beat him, you have to basically one-shot him. And people were like, okay, well, blah blah whatever. And I was like thinking, how many people can actually one-shot Maharaga? Gojo said he could with red or purple. I think he was just gonna use a red or some shit, but possible for him to do that. But he was in his domain expansion when he said he was gonna one-shot him real quick, and that means he was amped. Also, was gonna use a purple if I'm not mistaken to just one-shot him. And I mean, to me that says it's gonna take a pretty. I mean, he can do it, but maybe he doesn't even need that much. I don't know. Who knows? But at the end of the day, it ate fucking a couple reds. It ate like a bunch of punches from Gojo. It ain't like, I mean, Maharaga is eating, man. I mean, he just eats every fucking thing, and then the wheel turns, and then you're just like, it adapts to everything, not fucking just like abilities and shit. Allegedly, its fucking description is it adapts to all phenomena. So even if you're punching this motherfucker like real hard, like maybe it adapts to your fucking physical attacks, and you can't deal as much damage to it. Like it's ridiculous. So it's like. You have to be able to one-shot it. How many sorcerers can do that? How many even curse spirits can do that? It's like, I was looking, there's not many. There's not a big list.
Are you trying to tell me that Farmer Killer doesn't strike fear into your heart?
Okay, look, I think maybe Kashimo could take it if he like one-shots it with the head using the electricity, but
Didn't
I don't know.
Kashimo?
I'm
Didn't
not
he fell
thinking.
already?
I don't know. Yeah, oh yeah, he died. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that too. Who alive, aside from like we're not even gonna talk about Gojo because like we said, he could do it, but who alive can fucking one-shot Mahara? I can't think of anybody who's alive right now who can.
Not
The
even
only
one
person I can
guy?
think of, Higuruma,
Who's that?
the lawyer.
Oh, I
Only
can think of
reason I
another
say
guy.
that. Who do you think one-shots Maharaga?
Got the whole squad laughing guy.
Maybe, yeah, and I was just thinking about, yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, I bet it's Takala, yeah. Yeah, okay, he could probably do it. And then, I think, maybe, nah, I don't, maybe Yuta. See, it's funny, because I only see two Yuta fans online, or Yuta, interactors, I should say. There's the fans who glaze the ever-loving fuck out of him. Second only to Satoru Gojo. He has all this curse. Yuta is my god. And then you have the people who are like, Yuta has been glazed to high hell. This man is going to do nothing. He is going to be nothing, and he is going to die in the first 10 seconds, just like every other sorcerer. And it's like, I can kind of see both. It's kind of hard for me to like be like. I mean, he kind of like 3v1 in the culling game, so it's like my boy cooked. He could. I would give him that. He could. That was nasty as fuck. And I think people forget about that sometimes. But at the same time, I also think that Utah fans only remember the fact that he 1v3'd in the culling games, and they're like, dude, come on, dude. Like, what do you mean I'm glazing him? He 1v3'd three fucking sorcerers from previous eras and won. And then beat the fucking cursed spirit or whatever who had the life bleeding sword or whatever the fucking the festering life sword that spawned all the little shits out of you. So he's like people I mean he's smart, but at the same time like when he was watching that fight, I don't know. That says to me all I needed this, bro was like, yeah, I mean, I could use reverse curse technique, but I don't even know if I can use it to heal my, or to fucking restore my burnout. Like, I don't even know if I can do half the shit that these people are doing. I don't know if I can change my barriers to do, like, it should be possible, but I can't fucking do it, so I don't know what to tell you guys. And so it's like, second to only solitaire, yeah, no, for sure, but, yeah, tell my boy he better not go and try to fight nobody for real, because maybe the only person that he can take is Kenjaku, if that. But Kenjaku, I mean, he said that he ain't shit. Like, he was like, yeah, you too, yeah, I mean, I really don't see what you see in him. I'm not gonna hold you. Yeah, that copy shit and everything like that. I mean, it holds him back, man. That Rika shit, I wish he would just give that shit up. And I don't know what the fuck that means. Maybe if he releases the Binding Vow, he'll get all of the curse energy from Rika, and it'll be his. I don't fucking know,
Hmm.
but like, I can't think of anything besides maybe that might buff Yuta to the point to where he could get remotely close to fighting anybody like Sukuna, like, or even Kenjaku. Like, I mean, like he stomped Yuki. Look at the fight. Yuki was like, bro. She created a black hole. Come on, dude. Like you're. She fucking killed her. Like it's so Gojo over. Like I can't imagine Yuta having any way of defeating Kenjaku. And we don't even know what his domain does. We just know it has a sure hit effect because he smashed Yuki and fucked her up, and that's why she used her fucking shit. But I mean, what's I really don't think I can't think of anything. Like
'Cause what
he
is
has
his
too many
little
abilities as well.
stand do anyways?
Is see I don't know, cause he has okay cause okay, so Kenjaku has curse spirit manipulation or whatever. He has the fucking anti-gravity system, which is it does the repulsion or whatever, or the attraction I guess, cause he can use both of them. And he has his domain, which is the fucking curse wound, whatever thing that fucking has a sure hit effect. So I guess he can use it just like Sukuna, where he fucking doesn't put a barrier around it. Which I don't know what that does. That helps him out if it's just gonna be a sure hit effect. I guess. Oh, I guess maybe because if it's a sure hit effect and it has no fucking domain, it's gonna hit anything in the area, so it's always going to hit you no matter what. Okay, and you don't have to like have a barrier. Okay, so maybe it makes a little bit more sense. But I mean, I don't know. Like, what Yuta only has copy and Rika, and that's it. It's so that's so ass in comparison. Like, I mean, he has the thin icebreaker. He has a fucking
He has a
curse
sword.
beam, a sword. Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
Curse speech. I mean, but let's be real. He can't use that against people. Every time somebody uses curse speech, look at you, Maki. Bros, look. Yeah, I mean.
Whoa, whoa, settle down.
I mean, like, it's just, and I can't even think of anything else that he can do. I mean, that he's even copied. Like, maybe some of the other Jujutsu Hive like students' abilities. But why would you copy their abilities? It's like, obviously, if you know how to use like you know your own abilities and everything like that pretty well, you have Rika and everything like that. Why would you like they use that shit every day. Like, they're better than you with that. Most likely, because obviously, I mean, there's only so much that curse speech can do. I mean, I'm not hating on Inumaki. I'm just like,
So much
I just feel
hate.
bad for him. No,
They have
I
like a
just feel bad for him because I like Inumaki, but it's just they don't do anything with him. They fucked him up. I mean, fuck Panda. No, I'm kidding. Panda's cool, but I see there's a YouTuber that I watch that hates that motherfucker. I don't know why. He's like, fuck Panda. I don't know why he was in this panel. I don't even know why he was in this chapter. Fuck Panda. Who cares?
probably because he runs him
He's saying some
himself.
bullshit. Aw, that's because he's half black and half. No, let me stop. Fucking, he was talking about like if the next chapter had like a fucking panda backstory and shit like that, it would be like the fucking worst chapter.
The worst chapter.
He's like, yeah, how about we take a break from all these important fights? Give us a fucking panda backstory or some shit.
Oh yeah, you know what? Do you think that there's gonna be another arc after this? Or do you think it's just gonna end?
That is very interesting. Damn, I mean, okay, I guess it all depends on how the culling game goes. Because if the merger happens, like, what the fuck does that even mean? Is it gonna be everybody in Japan? Everybody in Japan with cursed energy? Like, I need to see what the rules are for the merger. Because if he does the merger, is that gonna?
See,
I
Jacob,
mean, like, is
you're thinking too hard. See, I'm gonna
No,
do something
because
pretty cool. And go on Google and look up
okay.
what happens when the merger happens.
No, because like, if the merger happens, and let's be real, Sukuna's over there fighting some people and doing some bullshit. What if the fight just ends and then Sukuna and everybody else just becomes a part of the fucking like cursed spirit or whatever that merges? Like, that would just be weird because it would be like it would just be interrupting shit like Sukuna and everybody like. Or what if it's like a certain amount of like curse energy is necessary if you have like under a threshold or some shit, that way our characters can stay alive. It's just like there's so many vague things. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do this in the next chapter, and it's like, or next few chapters, and then they just say some bullshit. Like they've dropped maybe like 50, like 30 things that they've just words. They dropped 30 words that don't mean shit in the series right now. It's just words. Like, what the fuck does true jujutsu mean? Like, Sukuna's over here talking about, oh, you don't really know what true jujutsu is, do you? You know, I fucking don't. And could you enlighten me before the series ends? It's like there's like 50 phrases that this motherfucker has dropped that nobody has any idea what the fuck it means. Like, we don't know what Yuji's curse technique is. He just popped in the battle with these fucking weird ass arms. Like, we don't know shit, and nobody is like it. And then they just go over and bring it to what's his name, fucking Takaba. The one time I wanted to see Yuji, they bring it over to Takaba. I'm not gonna lie. I'll give it to him. I didn't care though. When I saw it at first, I was like, yeah, I really don't care. Like, what's Yuji gonna do? What's Hikaru? It's over. It's Gojo over. I was still in mourning, but it's been a couple of weeks. I think I'm good now. So I kind of want to see it.
Are you alright? How about now? Gojo's dead, Gojo's dead, Gojo's dead.
Shut the fuck. You know, you're only making it harder to cope for yourself. I already fucking, I was the first person to be like, bro, y'all need to stop bullshit. He's not coming back. I was the first person to say that, but everybody's over here. But I saw somebody dead ass make a fucking fucking thing to where they like tried to copy the art style as closely as possible, and he was over here like Gojo was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, mom and dad. I know how important these eyes are to the family." And then he does like a binding vow or some shit to where he like sacrifices his like 6 eyes and fucking comes back to life. And he has like his shirt like halfway cut off, but he's like fucking stretching and shit. And I'm like, dude, you guys are coping so fucking hard right now. And I'd like to ask you guys to please stop. Because every time I see like a Jujutsu Kaisen chapter update, I click on it. And it's like, I'm done giving these dumbass people clickbaity views. Like, stop posting this shit. It's fake. It's obviously fake. But he's over here like, if this is real, in the next chapter, then this will happen, and this is going to be absolutely ep. And it's always like that fucking Indian or something like that, like anime fans or some shit. Like huge channels.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I forgot. Never mind. I had it for like a second. Then
It's so Gojo over.
what was I thinking about? Damn it! It was a Kajaku.
You're thinking about what if Toji came back to life?
Oh yeah, it was Gojo. Cause like I
And
was
did
on.
nothing.
That's where usually where I like see like the leaks for the next chapter. Is like on X
Mhm.
slash Twitter. And I saw one of them. It's like, good job, Gojo. You got me. It was just like fucking Sukuna just getting murked somehow by like
Oh.
Gojo. So I'm like, how does if this leak is real, which I kind of do believe it's real because every time I check, it's always real. And I'm like, huh? Did like Gojo leave a trap behind to get Sukuna or something? Like, how would this work?
That's what people were saying as well with Kashimo. They were like, what if like Kashimo wasn't complete fodder for 3 chapters? What if like what crazy statement, I know. What if he fucking like had like some kind of like thing with his like curse technique to where like it cripples like Sukuna in some way like after he dies?
I just like the idea where like Kashimoto's like, guess what, Sukuna? You were a farmer in your past life. You don't stand a chance.
God damn. You were
Uh,
doing nothing but farming humans' lives, but farming nonetheless.
Okay, did you read Jojo Leon?
No, actually.
Well, do you
I've just
know?
finished part 7, but I
Do
think
you
there's
know
a
his?
black guy in the last part, so I'm kind of
Do you
like,
know his power is?
uh, the villain or the good
The
guy?
the good Jojo.
Ain't he the one with soft and wet?
Yeah, he's
Or
the
is
bubble
that?
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
So near the end, I'm gonna just tell you, I don't give a shit about you and how far you
Oh,
are. He has soft and wet, which is just a bunch of bubbles, right? And in the
yeah.
end, he learns to kind of control them, where like, since they're bubbles, and he can hide them in the light to make them invisible or some dumb shit. So like, he
Weird.
he throws out his bubbles and they're invisible, right? And he rotates them so
Mhm.
fast they basically become like, if you touch it, it'll
Oh my
just rip apart
god.
your fucking like hand. So I'm like, what?
Spin.
Basically. So what if Gojo did something like that, right? Like he left like a little ball of like purple or something out there for like someone to interact with.
Dude, that'd be kind of cool, and everybody just fucking died. Like,
Yeah, they
fucking
accidentally
Yuji
just
just get
jump into it.
eviscerated. Yeah, Yuji's the only one that fucking died. Not everybody but Yuji and Sakura. I'm all
Uh,
alone again.
Why,
Oh man, that'd
Gojo?
be hilarious, dude. Yuji just made us suffer, man.
Hell yeah. I really want Megumi and Gojo just to survive. I want them to like be a big happy family.
I kind of feel it, but man, yeah, Megumi definitely. It's over. It's so over for him. Bro, it has no motivation for anything anymore. I don't blame him.
Yeah, his sister's freaking dead.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Can I give a like and subscribe for how sad that is?
Fushiguro. Oh hell, your sister's so dead, dude.
Look how dead she is.
Jeez, he really killed her dead, didn't he?
Man, I'm
I
glad she
guess you
isn't
could
my
say he
sister.
dismantled her. Oh man.
God, that's so brutal.
Yeah, he's just fucking crying. Bro's in a fetal position. Poor guy. Holy shit, that's so sad actually.
Man, if my
Fuck,
sister
that's
got...
actually sad as fuck. I didn't think about it like that, but like, bro's just a kid and he just wants to save his sister and shit like that. He's so emo because he had to always take shit so seriously from a young age. Like, bro wanted to be happy and shit, and then, now he's just, now he has to deal with this shit.
It's like, man, if I was spending most of my life trying to save my sister, and at the last minute got her killed, damn, I'd kill myself.
Yeah, I think he is dead actually. I'm not gonna lie, because I think when Sukuna switched him over, when he was fighting Gojo and Gojo was using his infinite void, he, Megumi's soul took the fucking like. I don't know about you, but I think it's bad fucking enough when your brain has to take that shit, let alone your soul, which a lot of people don't really have a very good way of healing. So
I think he's still in there, because I feel like if he wasn't, I don't think Sukuna would be able to use the 10 shadows.
yeah, but I think it's suppressed, but like I think he's just suppressed in there plus brain dead.
I wouldn't say
So
brain dead.
I think he's in there, but I think he's just a vegetable now. I think even if they save him, like he's just vegetable out, no crack.
Nah, if, like, once not Yuji, no, it is Yuji, starts doing his Naruto speech, he'll come back.
Dude, that'd actually be pretty interesting. If there's like some kind of like soul resonance or some shit like that when he was over here talking to Sukuna. But I don't know, it's like it's just an interesting idea because it's like where is Megumi now? Like it is his body technically, quote unquote body, but like Sukuna used this transformation, which I don't know if it was a binding vow or I think it was a binding vow, where he has like the one-time chance where he transforms or the chance where he transforms and shit like that, and turns back to his original body. It's like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, did you transform your fucking body? Is his soul still inside of your soul? Where did his body go? Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, it doesn't really. I don't get it.
Let me think.
It just feels to me like. And plus, the author was like, "Yeah, I think I've kind of already got it figured out. Like, I haven't figured out like that, but it'll either end in like one of three ways, where like the main three characters get shafted and Yuji lives, or like maybe Gojo just lives and everybody else gets shafted. So somebody's gonna live, maybe, or everybody's just gonna get shafted. I don't know. We're gonna see. So it's like they kind of shafted Nobara, quote unquote, but they didn't kill her, so they're not. He hasn't decided like, oh, is Nobara's or if Nobara's fucking dead or not. Megumi's inside of somebody. He's not technically dead, quote unquote. So he doesn't have to decide whether or not Megumi's fucking dead. Yuji's still alive. We don't have to decide whether he's just fucking alive. Gojo over here. Those panels that they had with him talking with Geto in the afterlife and them kind of splitting up and shit like that. If that was, I think that was real. No, I can't fucking keep up no more. I'm gonna have to go back and check at this point.
That was
I'm gonna
real.
read some more later. Yeah, but fucking, they have that, and then all this uncertainty where they're not even showing Gojo's body, they're not showing certain characters. Hey,
They definitely showed
there's a lot
Gojo's
of
body cut in half.
Yo, they showed that, but yeah, for sure. But he was still alive, I think, when he was cut in half. Like, bro was like dying, very much so. But like, it's just, I don't know, it's just interesting. Like,
And I thought I was coping.
no, it's okay, but like, what people are saying is because obviously since curse energy comes from like the gut and shit like that, he got like slash right there, so he's like he can't use RCT to heal himself. But obviously Yusa's not there. He asked like Shoko to take care of something. That, I mean, that's a cope that I've heard. I'm not gonna lie, 100%. I recognize that as a cope. But they're like, he asked Shoko to take care of something. Like maybe Gojo was like, oh, if I lose or some shit like that, you know, to have some kind of like plan in place or some shit, or some kind of like binding vow or something. And then they have like people saying like, oh, you know, you obviously because in the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, how Yuta was using reverse curse technique on like Maki and Panda and them, like he can use it on other people. So they're like, maybe that's why Yuta's not there and shit like that. So it's like, Gege's leaving everything really vague. He's leaving everything really vague. There are characters in places they're quote unquote accounted for. Yeah, Nobara is accounted for. Her fucking head was blown out. However, we don't see the body and we don't know if she's dead because nobody confirms it. Yuji's alive. Gojo's over, but we don't see the body anymore. We're assuming it's over, but at the same time, Megami, we don't know what's happening with him. So you could say that everybody in the main kind of like three and the teacher and everything like that, everybody's undecided still. I think it's very ambiguous because they're not really showing anything definitively. If anything, me personally, I do believe Gojo's dead. I think that he's just fucking gone. But because I mean, Gege doesn't like Gojo, and we all know that. He's like, Gojo makes it hard for me to write the story because he's too overpowered and this and that. I hate the character. He's a little bitch. He always fucking talks shit about his own
Damn.
fucking character. So it's like, I genuinely believe that he would off-screen his fucking like most popular character. Like it's not like even in my head there is no doubt in my mind that he would do that. Like 100%.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say along the lines of something, for sure.
You're gonna say it's so Gojo over. You're right. There's no coming back from this.
Oh yeah, Panda's gonna like come over and like sew together Gojo and save his life. Put a little
Jesus
ball,
Christ.
put a ball in him, put a soul in there or something. I don't know how the Panda works.
Panda's gonna come over and he's gonna fucking like slam both of his fucking fists on Sakura drumming beat. Deal internal damage. Just for him to heal it with reverse curse. I'm gonna choke on these fucking Tic Tacs. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. I just realized how useless that most of the Jujutsu heist ones were. Okay, I knew Miwa and like the Tokyo group with like everybody except for Toto's useless, but I mean look at him now, his bro has like one hand. So I was like everybody's
Whoa,
useless.
settle down.
Everybody's useless in their group. Everybody's dead in Yuji's group basically. So it's like, okay, I get it. There's not a lot of useful people, but the people that are alive are like really useless because like Reggie could beat these people, and I think like
Reggie from Nintendo of America.
dude, nah, for real. Yeah, fuck Reggie Star, fucking Reggie and Doug Bowser could defeat these people, dude. It's like it's so sad. Like there's, bro. I mean. I don't know. I think Inumaki might even lose against that one dude in the Culling games who has like he takes his body parts off and throws them at people and they explode.
Jesus.
I think he might defeat. Look, I'm not gonna let you. I feel like that one lady. Oh yeah, she kind of did beat them a little bit. That one lady who was like working for Hikari, and she had like the constellations or whatever curse technique. How she was like keeping them away by fucking placing the constellations on objects and shit. But fucking, yeah, I mean, like, without fucking Megumi, I don't think that Panda would have figured that out half as quickly. Or, I mean, and I think, yeah, I think Panda would have lost. I'm
I
not
think you're
gonna
sleeping
lie.
on Panda. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, what is he gonna do? Drum you? Like,
So how does Panda
I
work?
can't. Huh?
How does Panda work? Like, how is he alive? Because he's a puppet?
Fuck, I mean, yeah, he's a cursed corpse, so it's like, it's three compatible souls, I guess, that have just been given time to like kind of like fuse together and shit.
Did
So
you
he's
say
like
corpse?
got 3 hearts or some shit. Yeah,
Corpse? But I forgot what else you said
I
after
think it's
that.
like a cursed corpse. Or some
Curse
shit.
corpse? You know who's the corpse?
Yeah.
Gojo.
So,
You know who has curse
Put
energy?
Damn! If they put like 2 more fucking souls in there, and then Gojo just fucking eats those souls and gains like 4 arms. He just grows fucking like 4 more.
Like I'm more powerful than before.
For real. He comes back. Nah, I'd win. What the fuck are you doing? Just starts beating his ass.
Drumming beat.
Just to lose my stomach hurts. Fuck. I almost spit out my fucking shit. My balls, fuck, I sat on my balls.
Oh man. Who would win in a fight? Kamimoro or fucking Panda?
Who would win in a fight? The thunder crossbow attack. The perfect combination of offense and defense.